creamy, rich minestrone. So we're gonna take a little bit of some base flavor here, right? We got a pot. I'm gonna take a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, let this start to warm up. Now we're gonna take our garlic. All right, we're just gonna crush it with my hand. I'm gonna take out 2 cloves, just like that. All right, put the rest of these guys back. We're gonna take our 2 cloves, and then we're just gonna kind of rough chop the garlic. It doesn't have to be perfect, because this is a very rustic, beautiful soup. Same thing with the onion. And then we're gonna add some marjoram to this. Now marjoram, I'm a big fan, look at it. It looks just like oregano, but it smells so much better than oregano. Oregano is kind of flat, I think. Well, marjoram is just so intense. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the leaves and just kind of strip it off and kind of let that start to warm up a little bit. Take a spoon, give it a little stir, and let that start to kind of cook away. Just a little bit, not much color. Now let's talk about some of the vegetables that we got. Like green vegetables, so green minestrone. All right, so we've got some green beans. We've got some English peas. We've got some asparagus. And we got 2 ribs of celery. I've also got some watercress that we're gonna throw in right when we puree it too. So it has this very intense kind of green flavor to it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take all these vegetables and we're gonna cut the larger vegetables up in relatively consistent sizes. And again, it doesn't have to be beautiful, just, you know, just kind of like consistent so it all kind of falls apart and gets soft. And then with the peas, what we're gonna do is we're gonna shell these guys because the shell itself can be kind of fibrous. And I got these beautiful English peas, and look at these things, man. So I'm gonna shuck all these down, chop all the vegetables, and then put everything into the pot. And then we're gonna hit a little chicken stock and a bay leaf and just let it steam, just for a couple minutes, okay? So we've got a bay leaf that we're gonna fish out before we puree, so you gotta remind me to do that a little later, right? And then some chicken stock here. I'm gonna open this up and just put enough chicken stock just to cover everything. And the vegetables are gonna cook for probably 4 minutes, just to really kind of freshen up the color until they're really uber bright green. And then I'm gonna throw in a bay leaf, all right? And then we're good to go. Now what we're gonna do is also hit this with just a touch of heavy cream right now, so it's nice and rich. And now we're gonna puree a portion of this soup. So we're gonna have this gorgeous mix of textures and flavors. All right, so we're gonna pop the lid off, then what we're gonna do is grab a ladle and we're going to take probably maybe 1/4 of our vegetables here. Look how steamy that is, isn't that beautiful? It just smells like sweet cream and marjoram. And we're gonna put it into a blender. I'm just gonna zap all this down, which, by the way, would make a delicious sauce. All right, cool. Into the blender. The steam build up in this will throw the lid off. So what you want to do is take out a little insurance policy by taking a towel, putting it over top the lid, keep the lid down. Then buzz it up and you're good to go. All right, perfect. It looks really beautiful. And then the last thing I want to add to the soup, just for a little bit of flavor contrast, some peppery hydroponic watercress. It's gonna make the greens really, really pop. So I'm gonna take about 1/2 bunch of watercress. And if you don't have any watercress, parsley is really nice, or you can just leave it out. But I'm telling you, the balance between the spiciness from the watercress, that horseradish flavor, and the cream is sensational. So I'm gonna give this one more buzz. All right, put our towel back on. All right, and perfect. All right, now what we're gonna do, we're gonna fold this right back into our soup, all right, and give it one more stir to mix in all those flavors, and then all of a sudden it's really like intense. You taste everything, the peas, the asparagus, the green beans, the sweet cream, the marjoram, and ladies and gentlemen, summer minestrone is finished. That's it. We're gonna hit it with a little bit of salt, a little bit of fresh cracked pepper, and we are good to go. And it's kind of sitting there ready to warm back up and we're ready to serve the whole thing. And we're gonna take a food processor and start to put this together. I love pesto. To me, pesto is summer, right? When the weather starts to warm up and you see like these big, beautiful bouquets of basil at the farmer's market, I'm ready to go. I put pesto on baked potatoes. I put pesto on omelets. use it for a lot of stuff. All right, so we got some garlic. We got our toasted pine nuts here. All right, and they're nice and brown. And the pine nut itself, once it purees, is going to give the pesto a real creamy texture. It's going to be really good. So we got that. We got some gorgeous herbs back here. So we're going to start off with a little bit of basil, fresh mint. We're going to throw it right on top. Parmigiano Reggiano, extra virgin olive oil. And just give it a little grind. Beautiful. Basil, mint, toasted pine nuts, fantastic flavor. This is gonna be great on top of that as a garnish, out of sight. Okay, guys, we got that. I like it a lot. We got a beautiful summertime minestrone, which is a great dish, very simple to make. Fresh vegetables, a little bit of chicken stock, some cream, absolutely awesome. It's a great texture, really vibrant color. All right, it's gonna look just like that. Look at that, isn't it beautiful? All right, we're gonna garnish this with a little bit of pesto. We took it to another level. We added a little bit of fresh mint to it, so it's actually a basil mint pesto. Fresh and clean, all about delicious summertime flavors. Fresh basil leaf, right on top. And then just some extra virgin olive oil. Soup's on, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous?